Hey, what's up everybody? It's the Crypto Ginger here. I just wanted to quickly go over a couple articles I found. Very interesting. I wanted to kind of tie them all together here. And I wanted to start it off with this one coming from CryptoSlate.com. Now, I understand it's about 2 weeks old, but I think the information is extremely important for what we've been hearing about in the last couple of days between the cryptocurrency community and people such as CZ, who is the CEO of Binance, talking about more opportunities for cryptocurrency and fiat pairings on his exchange. Now, this article, again coming from CryptoSlate, is talking about an interview done with the CFO of Binance, where he had mentioned that two main things will drive mainstream crypto adoption. That very first thing we had just talked about, seeing more fiat to cryptocurrency on and off ramp pairings. Again, we just recently heard about that kind of excitement through CZ from Binance, and of course the XRP community was very adamant about informing CZ that we should start seeing more XRP and fiat pairings on his exchange. The second thing that was mentioned here as far as hopeful mass adoption is going to be the need for high quality projects in the ecosystem. And this kind of stems back to what we've been hearing regarding Ripple, the company, and of course their particular high quality projects that are being introduced to the ecosystem just as well. So I think that there's a lot of common similarities that we're hearing from these representatives of Binance, and of course correlating it to what we know about Ripple and of course XRP. Very interesting stuff. And just as well, we have more information coming from the CEO of Binance, CZ, talking about how 2019 is going to be the ultimate year for crypto mass adoption. Now, in this article here, it actually talks about the likes of Ripple and of course Tron Foundation and what they're doing to help incorporate some of this mass adoption. And of course here, what I found very interesting is that the CEO of Binance wants to get to the point that talking about Binance is going to be very much like talking about Google, where you say, hey, did you Google that? Well, CZ wants to make it so that people will say, did you Binance that? And of course, my guess is that if CZ starts adding XRP fiat pairings onto the exchange, that's going to absolutely incorporate some level of mass adoption that they weren't really ready for, because that coin in particular is going to be a very good gateway for anybody to get into cryptocurrencies very fast, cheaply, and of course on a very scalable method there by comparison to Bitcoin and even Ethereum as well. So I think that if the CEO of Binance and the CFO of Binance start focusing their attention on coins such as XRP, they might see a substantial amount of success in 2019 just as well. And of course, one of the other things I wanted to kind of talk about here is in this article, we actually have a little bit of reference of another one of those high quality projects being introduced to the ecosystem. Here we actually see SBI Ripple Asia working with Japan Payment Card Consortium Group and actually R3 Consortium just as well, with a proof of concept system that will be deployed via Corda, which is a blockchain platform built by R3. The article here states that Japan Payment Card Consortium is made up of a number of major payment card groups within Japan and includes financial service providers such as American Express and Toyota Finance. So we've heard in the past the connection between Ripple and American Express. Now we're seeing at least a little bit of a connection between Ripple and Toyota Finance just as well. And of course, they're saying that this right here, if this is very successful, it can lead itself open for additional types of financial providers jumping on board and using this particular proof of concept system. Now, according to the article, Corda has been reportedly chosen for the proof of concept due to its data privacy and security setup. The release outlines that the data in the system is to be shared only with those who have a need to know. Each company will own its own Corda node, and while each company implements its own security policy, the data sharing among the nodes is secured by Corda. So it looks like we have a strong focus on at least some security based off of this particular protocol. And of course, it's being done through Corda, which is based off of a particular platform built by R3. So you can see, again, some connections being made, not just by Ripple, but these particular entities that are connected to Ripple in some form or fashion. And they're introducing, again, high quality projects to the ecosystem. One of the last things I wanted to end on here, when talking about adding different types of high quality projects and even products to the cryptocurrency ecosystem, I don't think we really have to look any further than what Ripple has been trying to do when it comes to their particular products such as xRapid and xCurrent, and even that main entity such as RippleNet, where they allow different banks and financial institutions to hop on board and start communicating and connecting with other banks through, again, RippleNet. I think that that is one of the more innovative projects that we've been seeing introduced to the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem. And of course, we have a former eBay executive talking about how Ripple's xRapid and xCurrent will be the lube for the $4.8 trillion e-commerce market. Now, this is coming from RJ Pittman, who is, again, a former eBay chief product officer, and he believes that Ripple and their three main solutions will be one of the major drivers contributing to the growth of the multi-trillion-dollar e-commerce. Now, it is interesting that he specifies it will be one of the major drivers. I definitely agree with that. I think that we've seen quite a bit of competitors out there that are trying to do very similarly what Ripple's trying to do. But I think that Ripple has had quite a bit of a time to work on this outside of other companies, so they have a leg up on this, and it's going to make them a major competitor when it comes to this particular growth, again, for the multi-trillion-dollar e-commerce marketing. So hopefully in the very near future, we'll start seeing some expansions on all of these particular high-quality projects, and hopefully we'll start seeing an expansion of mass adoption within the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem. Outside of that, guys, I really hope that this gives everybody a general idea as to what we could potentially see going into 2019. And of course, hopefully we'll start seeing some more activity as far as money coming into the entire ecosystem for not just your top performing coins, but the entire market cap altogether. Outside of that, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good night.
And hey, if you enjoyed what you saw, please hit that like button. It definitely helps get this information out there to as many people as we possibly can. And also share this content out with everybody. And if you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. This channel has been growing by leaps and bounds, and I could not have done it without you guys. If you really want to help this channel grow, please donate to my Patreon page. Even $1 a month would be amazing and would absolutely go right into my channel to make it more professional for you guys and allow me to create even more content. Thanks again for watching, guys, and have a wonderful day.